or 302 Division about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And sometimes you get them bloody at 5 o'clock. So then we usually get a bit of 2-6. Got a bit of 2-6 last night. A couple bit of Ireland and stuff, Romania. But yeah, not as strong as they used to be. You're sort of fighting to get them, but always got our fingers crossed for better conditions, like every DXer on the radio, I suppose.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Romania. That's a really good contact. You know, I don't know if I've talked to a lot of different countries, but I don't know if I've actually talked to Romania. That's a really good one from Australia, man. That's a long way.
Yeah, I've spoken to him before. I think it's 233 Division. And one of the other fellas, the other 43, spoke to someone in Bulgaria too. I'm not sure what the division number was, but yeah, he's got one up on cluster yesterday, spoken to Bulgaria, so I don't know how close they are to each other.
Yeah, I think they're relatively close. It's like Hungary, Bulgaria, Romania. I mean, I've talked to Poland and all those places around there. But yeah, Bulgaria, Romania, that's interesting. I've talked to Hungary before, but yeah, those are good ones. So anyway, I got my ears open. And every morning, like I say, I got the beam pointed up there. I swing around to the northeast, hoping to hear something, but nope. But I'm always happy to hear Australia. You guys in Australia usually come in here pretty much every night.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard Randy for a while, and then I heard Randy for 2 days in a row. I had to catch him a couple of days ago, and it's sort of coming back. There's a few 69 divisions and some 10 divisions on there today, so that's all seems to be working anyway. So it's sort of coming back to normal. We're getting a few Mexican stations, a lot of South America in there.
That's cool. Yeah, I worked a few stations in Brazil, and then Chile. I worked a station in Chile. We get a lot of South America coming in here, and of course southeastern U.S. every single day. So it's always a treat to hear something a little bit different. And I guess you get a lot of skip within your own country too. I mean, Australia is a pretty big country, so you guys get your own skip as well.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. The last 2 times we had a bit of a solar event that blocked everything off. 2 days later, we had the best skips ever into bloody all around Australia. It was like everyone was your next door neighbour, and then there wasn't no DX outside of Australia, but the local skip was really good, and that was like the day after a big solar event. So I don't know. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it, mate.
I know, it's interesting the way it works, and I really like short skip too. Short skip's actually my favorite, when I can talk around different places in our province of British Columbia, which is very rare, but once in a blue moon it does happen. So how far are you from Perth? Do you ever talk to Perth?
Yeah, I do talk to him. I hear, what's his name, Grant? I hear him on there pretty often. I don't know, mate, it has to be, I'm just guessing, probably 4,000 kilometres away from us. So we're right on the east coast, and they're on the west coast. So it's basically one side of Australia, the east side of Australia to the west side. So you go on the whole width of the country to get to there.
That's amazing. Yeah, Australia's big. It'd be like me talking to like Nova Scotia or something, where you're 4 time zones away or something. So Perth, Australia is on the complete opposite side of the country where you're at. So that's a long way, huh?
Yeah. But I think they're either 2 or 3 hours behind us in time too, so they're behind us. So yeah, they're in different time zone as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, Australia's got a few different time zones. You know, there's some islands. I don't know if you know about them off the coast of Canada, the Atlantic coast of Canada. There's 2 islands or 3 islands out there owned by France, and it's only a short ferry from Newfoundland called Saint-Pierre and Miquelon, and it is actually Europe. If I talk there or you talk there, have you ever talked to those islands off of eastern Canada?
No, I don't think I have, no. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? So they're French occupied, yeah?
Oh, they're France. It is Europe, man. They use the euro currency, French license plates. You are in Europe. I think it's a 45-minute ferry ride from Newfoundland, Canada, and you go to these French islands, and you are basically in France.
Yeah, we got a state, we got a thing here, like we've got Australia and we've got Canberra, and they've got different number plates than our state, but only about an hour away from us there's another place that's an army base called Jervis Bay, and all the people who drive around there have got Canberra number plates there. They don't have New South Wales, so that area is actually classed as Canberra, but it's in the middle of New South Wales, so there's another Charlie one as well.
That is really interesting. Yeah, I learned something new every day. I also learned that Western Kiribati uses Australian currency, and I think Norfolk Island also uses Australian currency, QSL.
Yeah, I didn't know Western Kiribati used Australian currency. Yeah, that's strange, but yeah, don't know, mate. But yeah, there's a couple of early ones, but yeah, that territory we're talking about, there's a big army base or a big navy base there, so it's actually called Camp Merrin, and all the different rules go there on public holidays and stuff. Compared to New South Wales, where you only got to drive for 5 minutes and you're back in New South Wales. But yeah, it's a strange area out there, mate.
That's pretty wild, all within Australia, not that far from you either. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, a lot of people, like I say, don't realize how big Australia is. It's just about, I think, as big as continental U.S. It's a pretty big place.
Yeah, well, when people travel all around Europe, you can travel to like 5 countries in about 8 hours or something. And in Australia, you're lucky to go from one state to another, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like Canada when you go from province to province, QSL.
Yeah, exactly, mate. So, yeah, different expanses and that, but yeah, Western Australia's right on the other side, so they're on the Indian Ocean side, so they're closest. We're closest to the US, I suppose, and they're closest to South Africa, sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, and I know Cairns, if you go up into that northern end of Australia, you're just kind of below Indonesia, man. It's like truly tropical up there.
Yeah, well, that's where that MH370 went missing on the in that Indian Ocean between Western Australia and South Africa or something. Apparently, that's where it went. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And the nice thing is, you can drive to snowy mountains, and you can drive up into the tropics. You can drive into the desert. I think you guys have it all.
Yeah, so from here it's probably about 3.5, 4 hours, and you can drive to the snow from here. Probably a little bit less. Yeah, and then probably another 12 hours or something. You could be in Queensland and be in the tropics. Yeah, so it's all yeah, you got a bit of everything, mate.
I love that, man. Yeah, you could go to Kosciuszko, the mountains of Kosciuszko, and go some snow skiing. You can go to the Blue Mountains where all those blue gums grow, and they got that blue kind of haze they say in there. They say the Blue Mountains are really beautiful. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, well, that haze and that thing from there is caused by the eucalyptus trees giving off like an oily sort of thing, and that's why they get that hazy sort of stuff from the trees. So that's where it's from.
That's right, too. They're beautiful trees. You know, they smell so nice, too. I love the blue gum.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me you had a couple from Tasmania over there or something, yeah?
Oh, we got lots of gum trees here, even on our island, too. Right in the middle of our town, there's a huge alpine cider gum. You know, we gave it to the park in 1999. My buddy grew it from seed. I remember giving it to the park to plant it there. In 1999 was kind of like this little twig. This thing is a monster-sized tree now right in the middle of town. It's a alpine cider gum, a eucalyptus archeri. And all through town, you can see eucalyptus trees, cider gums, spinning gums, snow gums, passiflora. There's all different ones we grow here, but they're usually from a little bit higher elevation, so they actually grow really well here.
Yeah, I suppose that's trick getting to suit your sort of climate. Tasmania is probably a little bit like Canada in a lot of ways. There's highlands and stuff, and it does get bloody cold down there. It's pretty wild, the ocean down that way, and it's suited quite well, mate.
Yeah, very tropical down there for sure. Hey, one sec, we got a QSK in there. I better wave at him. Go ahead, QSK.
43WC181, Joe.
Hey, 181, 43 Whiskey Charlie, 181, waving at you. Wishing you Happy New Year.
All the best to you, Joe. Also, I was just on the side there. Just thought I'd butt in and say good day. Haven't been around much. Pass my Mike India Kilo Echo. But you're still rocking it in quite well down in northeast Victoria, and I can hear the backscatter from the station you're talking to.
That's cool, man. Right on. Well, good to hear you. You're blasting in here. I got you about 9 to 10 S units, so very loud.
Oh, yeah, thanks, mate. I haven't had you for a while, and I haven't been about. I've been in and out of the doctor's place for nearly all year, on and off, so I heard you there. I wanted to say good day, but it's quiet for a while, and it's nice to hear that the conditions are picking up.
Thank God. Thank God. I like good conditions like this. Like I say, I was down a little bit below 40 there talking to Australia. and it was just even noisy doing that. It was kind of a train wreck, so I got the hell out of there and I came up here. It kind of annoys me once in a while. I know you don't go much below 40, but I was itching to talk to Australia. I heard them coming in at 35, but there was just too many stations coming in. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you and yours. God bless, and all the best in 2026. And we'll be listening for you again. Always good to hear you. Thanks for coming in. 43 World Radio, 181 Victoria, 9 Alpha Tango, 791 Wavin. Thank you very much. Sounding good. Enjoy the day. Well, 9 Alpha Tango, 791 on the side here.
Conditions aren't the greatest, but to do what you did with what you got, mate, hope it gets up going this afternoon.
Yeah, could you hear Mike in there? He is just blasting in here.
Yeah. Anyway, Joe, I'm going to go and do some stuff around here, mate. We're getting some boats organised to go in the water and so I've got to get around and do some stuff, but it's been nice having a yarn here, buddy.
Thank you very much, my friend. Wishing you and yours a Happy New Year and all the best for 2026. It was a pleasure to talk to you. I love talking to my friends down under, and enjoy that beautiful weather.
All good, guys. Always a pleasure, mate. Catch you later, buddy. Bye.
All right, cheers to you. Have a great day. Wow. Good sounding stations.